What is going on, everyone? It's your boy 3MG. We are back with another video, and with E3 right around the corner, that means more games, more announcements. And with that, I like to talk about one game in particular, which is NBA Live 19. Now, you guys know I was playing NBA Live 18 very early, and of course 2K18. I had my ups and downs with both games. NBA 2K being that it was very unstable for me, and I feel like they kind of ripped us off with the VC earnings, the reward systems. The grind factor didn't feel like an actual grind. It felt like you had to really put so many hours into this, as well as purchase VC, because the reward system was kind of broken in my opinion. NBA Live 18 did it better. There was no microtransactions attached to your My Player builds. You can upgrade your player just competing in the events, the challenges, playing online with your friends, just upgrading your player overall, just actually playing the game. So in that aspect, I was really happy to see that with NBA Live. Now this year, of course, you know NBA Live 19 has to be coming soon, of course, but I'm really hoping they fix a lot of the issues I've had, because even though I've spent a ton of hours on this game, there's a lot of things I really hope they address, which, you know, we all gave some feedback. So that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about today. So NBA Live, I'm really hoping to introduce more deeper My Player customizations with the player builds, the type of player you want to create, make them more unique, because I had the two-way, which is like the Kawhi Leonard build, but my guy was super OP. So as soon as I got him to like a 99, it was over. Like, I was able to dominate regardless. He was like a decent height, and I was able to run into the paint, stick defense, shoot threes. It was ridiculous. But hopefully they have more deeper player customizations. Another thing I hope they add is more fluidity with the animations and dribble moves. A lot of people who used to play Live, of course, jumped onto 2K and really enjoy how smooth the controls feel when you're playing with either your My Player or even just the game itself. And I think that's something they should address, because one thing that we've seen with a lot of people is they're coming back to Live because they feel like Live is more realistic, in the sense where they're not being cheesed out of their damn minds, because I think the whole game itself is cheesy. You can bank threes, a lot of people go run into paint and dunk, so it makes it more fair in my opinion. However, I feel like it's a little bit clunky at times, and I think that's a mix with the internet connection. But if they can really smoothen out some of the dribble moves, some of the crossovers, some of the layup packs, either if you're running into paint or some of just the animations overall, I think this could be an even better presentation for NBA Live. Now I'm hoping they actually add more dribble move sets, more dunk packages, more, I guess, stances for your players, more shot animations, better archetypes, you know, all that good stuff. I'm really hoping they can introduce into this game. Another thing too is expanding upon the player builds. You know, like I said, I want to be able to have a certain player build that's actually unique, but as well as OP for myself, so that I could really master. A lot of people had very similar player builds, and of course lean towards the two-way, or if you were just playing point guard, you just made yourself like the Steph Curry. I never really spent too many hours on the NBA Live Ultimate Team, but I will say, you know, they had their microtransactions with that, of course, with the pack builds, but I'm not the person to go to in terms of that. I've really never spent that much time on that mode, but this is just really about your either story mode or just your My Player overall, because we know with NBA Live or NBA 2K, the big thing is really your online experience, which is like the My Park, which has actually grew a lot over the years. Now I'm hoping NBA Live can integrate some sort of park online mode that allows us to either free roam in this little setting, but I don't want it to be the same as like NBA 2K. Maybe they could put their own twist on it, but I don't want them to make up any kind of like park name, for example Sunset or whatnot, or River City. I would like for them, and this would be so dope, is if they use some of the iconic parks like Venice Beach or Rucker Park and allow you to actually be part of that like city, or, you know, actual basketball court. That would be so dope if they have you part of certain regions or certain parks that are located in certain cities and allow you to really represent that park. That would be really cool. I think if they can actually introduce that as well, that would be kind of awesome. Also, I think more customization overall with clothing and outfits, because one thing NBA Live did that I love a lot is you can earn so much in-game currency just by playing the game, and they had so much content to introduce as far as your park gear, NBA gear if you was playing the career mode, or a lot of that stuff, like as far as sneakers go. And then they had the challenges, which I think were dope too, where you was able to unlock Bape gear and Pink Dolphin, and just the fact that you're able to unlock all these gear through an event. If it's a special event, you had to make sure you was online at a certain time, or you was playing like the regular events where you got like some of the standard clothing. That's dope, and I really hope they continue that, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna partner up with more bigger brands like Supreme or whatnot, just to enhance that experience and really give us a lot of content in that aspect. I know I keep putting a lot of emphasis on the fact that I want more fluidity with the game, but it is true. I want the basketball to feel like it has some sort of weight to it. I want the animations, the crossovers, when you're jumping for the ball, the rebound. I want the reaction of the AI to be more spot on. Of course, to tweak it out a little bit. I also want the reflexes with defense and offense. I want all the transitions to be good. I'm really hoping they can really toggle that and just really fix the issues that were at hand in NBA Live 18's online, especially with the online stability, like the connection. Sometimes if you guys are watching this gameplay, probably you're gonna notice it, but there was times where after I scored or my opponent scored, the game would freeze up and then it would be like in fast forward mode just to catch up on, I guess, with the game itself. That I wasn't necessarily a fan of, because in some cases I feel like I wasn't able to stick defense, and sometimes my opponent would actually score on me when I'm not able to control my player because of that lag. So hopefully they can fix that on the technical side so that we don't have to run into these issues in NBA Live 19. And lastly, in my opinion, I'm really hoping, and this is gonna sound ridiculous, but I'm really hoping they can add an invite system on online head-to-head, because I guess their focus was really just trying to introduce a better basketball game, a well-rounded basketball game, and they didn't really think of putting an online head-to-head because they put a lot of focus on your my player, the career, the live ultimate team, but mostly just the my player builds, is just allowing you to play freely with your player with other guys online. But in this case, I'm really hoping they can add an invite system, because I've been whipping a lot of people's asses on the head-to-head online mode. So I'm really hoping they can add that into the game, as well as maybe add some women player builds, because they introduced the WNBA in this game, and I think that was pretty damn dope. So if they're able to actually add some sort of online feature, or maybe allow women to create like women player builds, that's gonna be so dope. At least so they can compete with us, online. That's gonna be actually a great turnaround for NBA Live 19. But overall, I'm thinking it's gonna go in the right direction. I'm really enjoying Live 18 still to this day. And when people ask me if they should buy it, and I tell them yes, and they actually take that jump and buy it, they hit me back up like, yo, you ain't lying, this shit is lit. So hopefully Live 19 delivers. Hopefully I get my hands on it early, or get at least to try the game out early so I can give you guys feedback. But I ain't gonna sleep on 2K. I'm hoping 2K can bring big things too. I do have a video on 2K coming up next soon or whatnot, so stay tuned for that. But let me know what you guys think, and also what would you like to see introduced in Live 19? Some of the fixes, maybe new modes or new features. Please add that in the comment section below. It's your boy 3MG, and I'm out. God bless. Peace.